welcome back everyone to week 4 of Pokemon Survivor All-Stars. This week we have Poseidon, Wrath of the Sea, and today we're going to have Yuta and Troy going over everything. So Yuta, go ahead and kick us off with the format.
Yeah, Poseidon Wrath of the Sea. As I said, in episode 3, it was themed around. It was always going to be themed around water types. Didn't want it to be too close to swampy situation. That's why we took out some of the options. I guess we can probably go a bit more in detail into what was strong and what ended up being better than I expected. That being pretty much the elephant in the room, Galizapod. Yeah, we had mons. I think Galizapod, Gyarados with Moldbreaker ended up being something. I think at some point.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because Cradilly was used like so much. So it's just nice having a no drawback waterfall or whatever move Gyarados is clicking.
I was fully expecting Cradily and Gudra Hisui to be like really strong in the format, and the rest of the non-water types, I was more so intrigued if people were gonna find a way to make it work. I'm curious to know how you approached building in this format, Troy. How you felt about it?
Okay. Well, at least like from my point of view, I wanted to get at least 3 of the non-water mons because I felt very strongly about the format. I felt like all I needed was really Golisopod because that mon was just so broken. I felt it was like very easy to get situations where I was able to set up Cradilly, always non-negotiable. That mon's going to be on every team because it's just a water immunity, very like naturally bulky, gets rocks too. I felt Hazards was really strong into this format as well. A couple of grounded poisons, but not really like a lot of removal outside of like Toadscruel, Starmie. So that was a little bit of the basics from my end.
So 3. So like I think most people went for 2 with Gudra Hisui and Cradily. I don't remember your team, but I'm assuming you went with those 2 as well.
I went Dragalge because that was another
the
water resist. That mon isn't really going to die to anything that's like not super effective damage. And then I thought T-Spikes was like really strong in this format if there's no like Toxapex, which unfortunately I mashed up into a Toxapex, but either way, it still like ended up coming in on Toxapex, clicking Toxic Spikes, and my opponent was like, oh crap, now I gotta like find something to get poisoned, and then I gotta get rid of the Toxic Spikes. So it forced a lot of pressure that way. And then it also did like a lot of damage as well because it's just naturally strong. So I thought it was a good break.
Yeah, I hadn't realized just how strong Toxic Spikes could be, because when you think about it, there's only 3 poison types, one of them being Overquill, so like it's your chances of seeing it are very low.
We'll talk about this later, but like I helped Psycho in his elimination game team build, and I got a Dragalge on his team. Toxic Spikes looked really strong. He didn't click Toxic Spikes once, and it was just a shame to see because.
Oh, I think I remember that.
His opponent ended up having no grounded poison, and it would have been so free.
So with that, do we want to get into the replays then?
Sure.
I'm done to go.
All right. Kicking us off first. Every time, but at least I'm starting to get your name now. This is who we got here: Troy versus LPT.
Right. How do you feel when you see LPT's team? How do you approach the match?
How do I approach the match? I noticed like an immediate like lack of power, like outside of the Glisopod. And then there's a Keldeo, but I was very prepared for Keldeo with Jellicent. I felt like Keldeo was going to also be very strong in this format. Wanted a second water absorber. Jellicent's just a hard natural counter. And then also another reason why I brought Jellicent was Terra Fairy was also really good into like Mega Shark and Mega Gyarados because you turn into the Fairy type. You're still you still got the water absorb. I mean, not for Gyarados, but for Shark, because I've noticed like Shark was a little bit around. So yeah, I felt really strong. Not a lot of power. His team looked really passive, so I felt once I got the Gliscopod in on like a free turn, looked pretty nice. Looked like he didn't have like a lot of options to stop SD. We'll see what his option is later, but looked strong. Felt good.
All right, and with that, let's get on into the game one.
I'll say
Like
having
yeah,
LP not running Gudra Hisui, he might be one of, if not the only one to not have brought it.
true. Yeah. This ends up being Scarf Toad Scroll. I was just gonna click U-turn to get chip. But that's good because it gives Gliscopod a free turn to set up now, and then it's gonna go to town.
Wow.
One kill on the Pex.
Yes.
He brings out Cradilly. Cradilly should always die to a Leech Life unless his Terra is Fairy, and it just hardwalls the set. So very unlucky, Terra. Because this was like one of the first games of the week too, so not a lot of people understood that Gliscopod was going to be as strong as it was. So just
Yeah,
very unlucky Terra he brought.
You definitely put it on the map. I'll say a hard wall when you take 40% to a resistant move.
Yeah, I mean hard wall in terms of like it resists every attack I have because it's knock, leech life, water move.
Yeah, but look at what's happening.
I think last week it was the first game was like Terra Ghost Cradilly for a Slowlibra's game. That's why I have knock, and I just really anticipated Terra Ghost, but it ended up being Fairy. Either way, Gliscopod still went to town because I was just able to get it back in this game.
Just that power from him is crazy.
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
Insane damage amplifiers, water bubble, Terra water.
This is why
Stick
he
water.
has emergency exit. This is the reason. Normally.
Normally, yeah.
Normally. But we like to give him busted. Well, anything on him is busted, so yeah. Alright, so this next one, I'm going to spoil slightly. Not result-wise, though. We have it on hyper fast, because, oh my god, you guys brought it to 70 plus turns.
Yeah, this was a rough one.
So here we
When
go.
you see that first game, you wouldn't think the second
No,
one was
you
gonna
wouldn't.
go.
You wouldn't think, but they found a way. So let's see how they managed to make this one so long.
I think there's one key turn that like made it 70 turns. And that's my fault. So I'll try to catch that if I can. Get a burn on the Gliscopod early, and then he pulls out the natural cure, which is crazy. I was like, damn, yeah, I burned the most threatening Mon, and then switched. CT spikes are up. I was able to poison his spinner. Like, already great start. It's just the power of
Yeah.
T spikes.
And water bubble's just that strong because even your Gliscopod could not get burned, so
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even
you wouldn't
consider
risk
that.
the same thing happening to yours.
The turn already happened, but I let Cradilly die, and that was a big deal because he couldn't kill Cradilly like at all with his team outside of Keldeo. I let it die to a Slowbro for some reason because I just didn't consider it megaing and doing a lot of damage with body press. So that was a misplaced, and now I gotta play this game super slow.
The Dryology still like put in so much work. I wouldn't expect that. Like the thunder and stuff. That's really cool.
Yes. Gets a lucky crit too in this. Doesn't matter too much because I think Grudra would have avenged, but yeah, since the T-Spikes put in so much pressure on his spinner, I was just able to hazard stack him because hazard stack is also just so strong without removal. Because Gren is such a good spiker, and yeah,
And now
it's just over.
Yeah.
And now it's Gliscopod going to town again.
Yeah. I didn't have the vision. Okay, no, this one wasn't the longest one. I think the longest is coming up then. But 45 turns after that first game is still long.
It still is much closer.
It was much closer. Ended up being 2-0 at the end, but yeah, once
Yeah.
once he gets built up, it's just done.
So we end up with LP with 0 point, but still being safe since he won last week and made himself safe, and you with 16 points.
Yeah, he was a big op. I really wanted to try to get that 2-0, make sure he doesn't get any points so he can get first again because he's kind of been running the table. Um, so I felt very validated through that. And I felt very strong going into this week through voting. And then that's all going to get knocked down very soon, as
Oh,
we'll
it's gonna
see.
get knocked down. All right. Well, game 2, we've got Psycho versus Boniour. And we see a lot of the same. No Gudra on that side, no Credilli on this side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I remember many more Gudras as a Gudra Hisui.
Yeah, you think
Uh,
they would be like essential. I mean, at least
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
Dilly.
But you see
Gudra, I realized like later in the week, I was like, damn, Gudra kind of just still dies to everything because the power creep is just insane. But Kraydilli is for sure essential, especially since it's one of the best Gliscopod stoppers if it's Terra Fairy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
Gliscopod can still get out of hand, but it can definitely put pressure on it.
No,
Yep.
Cradily is definitely something. I don't know what the Lantern's trying to do. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what we got. Here we go into game 1.
Both players chose to only bring one non-water type, not being too greedy there.
Yeah.
That Lantern's trying to click Thunder. That's what it's trying to do.
Mm.
Lantern's
I don't
strong in this format because not a lot of ground types, free electric moves, just free momentum with Volt Switch, like always forces on pressure. So I respect it.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Electros in the first 2.
Yeah, it's just I think from my point of view, too much power creep, so it's still gonna like naturally die. It doesn't resist
Okay.
water moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want the out of water mods, they kind of need to resist water, or else it's gonna be tough.
Mhm.
Because you think with all these water mods, water moves won't be that prevalent because they resist them, but just with rain and with the power amplifiers, with
Yeah.
Terra, water bubble, doesn't matter if they resist, especially with Gliscopod.
Having a Terra Electric, that's, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Suicune set coined, and that's gonna be a big thing this week. After this game, Suicune's basically gonna come to every game. I think. I mean, I recommended it for the elimination game.
That super effective Earthquake didn't even take the substitute out.
Yeah, this monster's naturally bulky, and Gudra's too passive.
Yeah, Gudra's super passive. Yeah.
Faded that one.
I was trying to find a way to bring Gudra in the elimination game, but it doesn't get Roar, only Dragon Tail, so Suicune can always just set up a sub on it.
Mm-hmm.
Jet Punch still
Jet Punch
killing
will
at
still
base, yeah.
But we see a Energy Ball tech, and it's faster. With the drop's kind of a big deal because Jellicent would have killed, or Gliscopod would have killed the Jellicent. Jellicent would have come back.
Yeah, now it's a
Gyarados.
mold breaker.
Surging Strikes.
Surging
Oh,
Strikes.
no.
He only clicked Leech Seed. I think
Forgot,
Tex should
yeah.
live.
Forgot Mold
Oh,
Breaker.
he bluffed First Impression, but Gliscopod would have lived anyways because it's just so naturally bulky.
I didn't really like the idea of Surging Strike Gyarados as a mold breaker. I thought it was really good one.
Yeah, we're just gonna see Gliscopod finish it off, I think.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to
Looking
Terra.
like it.
And it's Drizzle, it's not Water Absorb, so it's not a natural counter or check. Not even counter, just a check.
Yep.
Yeah. Dominant performances from Boniour this first game.
Yeah, that was a great game. 4-0. Going into game 2. Here we go.
Dilly. Power Whip, that's funny. Doesn't do much though. Just go Gudra, Saps it here.
Yep.
Okay. Strong knock, but doesn't recover.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know how this Gudra is goobing this game. Okay, it gets burped. Yeah, Steam Eruption's always a no drawback move on these special water types. Has like a 5% chance to miss, 30% chance to burn, 110 base power. So yeah, it's just another way to like Yeah, even a water type resist steam eruption still has a chance to get burned.
Yeah.
Still do like a good amount of chip damage. And we're gonna
Yeah,
see the water
water burn.
compaction, and it's just over from here, I think, if I remember correctly.
And another Calm Mind in.
'Cause, yeah, we're seeing like just as a way to boost both defenses. He wasn't aware of the water compaction. That's kind of cool that he was able to hide that from game 1 into game 2.
Yeah, true.
Definitely respectable. But he's
Yeah,
burned,
I
so he's
really-
never able to heal anything with leftovers, but that doesn't even matter because his spawn is just naturally bulky. No
All mine
weaknesses
water
outside of
compaction, I
ground.
really think is really fun. A really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And he just
I
can't
know,
do enough damage.
LPT said he brought that with Mega Slowbro. I think he said use water compaction, Calm Mind.
Wow, it lives the jet punch too.
Yeah, it's
That'll
but
be...
I wasn't-
finally able to kill, but the damage is done.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure about this week, but seeing all the ideas that everybody cooked up, I'm pretty happy with the format. I mean,
Dang.
there was enough room that people could find original ideas.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, we'll even see that in like the elimination game. Will still be some new sets. Some of them will work, some of them won't work, but
Yeah.
it's
So
a
we
fun format.
have Psycho with 0 points and Boniour with 12 points at the end of that game.
Yeah, that was another 4-0.
Which 12 points, having brought only one non-water, is
That's
pretty good as well.
Yeah. Ah,
Oh god,
yeah, Boniour
Gen 1
played really
rematch.
well there.
not Gen 1,
Gen
Season
1
1
Gen
rematch.
1 rematch. I like that.
Our Season 1 rematch. I'm gonna start calling them Gens.
Yeah, I like it. Yep. Gen 1 rematch. We got Redwings versus Uno.
I'll get
Another
that
reason
for
why
them.
Suicune is so strong in this format is because there's not really any encore. The only encore mon is Ludicolo in this format. And here he is.
Okay, yeah. So
In all its glory.
In all his, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, in all his glory. I definitely tried theory crafting some Ludicolo sets for the elimination game. That guy does not work. In theory, he sounds strong as like a grass type in an all water format, but his stats are just so bad.
well,
A lot of natural resist still.
it makes sense too because like Yuta just said, this is our guest player for the week. So we usually see the interesting ones try to get something fun out of something from the guest
Sure,
players. So
that makes sense.
let's see how it ended up. This one's on hyper fast, so it's definitely a longer one. Let's see, it might have been the 70+ one.
Yeah, it
Apologies,
always surprises me and makes me happy when I ask like former players if they're still playing the game and if they want to guest star, like I did with Uno, and they say yes. Like I'm always very happy that they remember
They
the
wanna be
league
a part of it.
fondly, and yeah,
Yeah.
it would like to be a part of it again.
For sure.
Yeah, having people still stick around even if they're not actively in a season it's good to see.
See, this guy's not even faster than the Feeny, so it's not even a good encore. It's only really naturally faster than Suicune, I guess. Haze, yeah, that's another reason why I really like Dragology. I didn't bring Haze on mine, but
I don't
really good.
I don't understand why the Finny was switched out there. I might be missing something, but like it felt pretty safe to just stay on the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's just a normal Protean Grunt.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I think you didn't die to the Draco. Oh, maybe you didn't want to get hazed. Okay, he might have thought that haze was coming out. That
Oh
makes
yeah, I
sense.
remember this end game. This end game was silly.
Low kick. It's funny staying with Protean when you can use like a lot of strong abilities. I'm not saying Protean's bad, but I wouldn't have expected it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I ran
okay,
Drizzle.
no, I understand. What the
I ran
concern
Drizzle on
is.
my Migraine because having just such a fast rain setter is really nice. Can U-turn out, set up hazards, like just has all the utility in the world.
Oh, this end game is just wild.
Yeah.
What breaks first? I think I
Well, it's just
know,
a
but
fight. I think it's a PP war.
yeah.
Trying to stop Kraydilly because he can't really kill it himself.
Yeah, this is a 70+ one just because of this. Oh my god.
Which, thank God, Recover now has APP.
I can't watch Cradily without thinking about the season 3
Okay.
curse Terra Ghost curse Leech Seed Cradily that we saw in season 3. I can't
Oh
not think about
yeah.
it.
The triple
This
threat.
nightmare of a Pokemon.
Nah,
A
it
compliment,
could be
a compliment
crazy.
to these formats. I mean this in the nicest way. All the weirdest mons will be like good in each format.
That's what we
Like this
go.
That's
week.
what I
Yeah,
like.
that is when it's at its peak.
Mhm,
Hmm.
for
I
sure.
think we're going to see that week 6 as well. I won't say much, but knowing what the format is, okay, we might see a lot of that.
All right.
Right, game 2.
Yep, on to game 2. Red Wings took it game 1, 1-0.
Creatively face off.
Okay. Flipped her.
Uno's team, it has some problems breaking through any steel type, I think.
We would have seen if Dragology was Toxic Spikes though. What beats Toxic Spikes on Red Wings team? Nothing really.
No.
Um.
Yeah.
So yeah. Like with Toxic Spikes up, you kind of want to break faster than you die, and that's kind of tough. I think with like Cradilly around, a lot of natural bulk. Oh my god, this feeding.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, it's
say.
kind of crazy because Finny hadn't popped off this week up to this point, and it's crazy that the two of them brought Coal Mine Finny.
It has potential. Fast taunt. I kind of liked Infini for Suicune.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, stored power. I don't know if that was the play. I mean,
But
maybe
he,
Kiss didn't kill.
yeah. I don't
I don't
know.
know if it would have killed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It depends on if it would have, but he did get the Mega Swampert out with it still.
I know Terra as a mechanic boosts the power of Draining Kiss though, so I think it could have.
Yeah, it might have, but
I like the Swampert setting its own rain and then Swift Term Surging Strikes.
it is a pretty crazy Swampert.
It's a pretty fun one. You don't get to put rain over and over again on the field, but I guess you can count on your opponent to do that.
Oh.
No Galissapods this week. Or
This
this
fight,
match.
yeah. No Suicune, no Galisapod, despite how strong those two had been.
Mhm. Yeah, he's having a problem with the Scudra.
The big problem.
Yeah, breaking through steel types is
Just a lot of special mons. If you had like a physical mon, I feel like Gudra is less bound to be less of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
There's just nothing he can do to the Gudra now.
Mhm.
He's all grassy.
That's that series.
That's that. With a Gudra
Yeah.
answer, he takes that game too easy, but he just couldn't find something for the Gudra.
Mhm.
And we end up with Red Wings having 13 points at the end of that fight.
13.
But yeah, a lot of 2-0s this week.
Yeah, like I said, that one definitely could have been a 1-1, but here we go with our first Electros coming out and Volcanion.
Yeah, it looks like Fox kind of went for broke. Like five out of Watermons. I mean, that makes sense. Like
Oh yeah.
up to this point, you just see a lot of people 2-0, so you kind of want to just pull out all the
Yeah.
stops.
Leave it up to the Gen 1 matchup to come out with some unique lineups.
We'll see if it works.
Let's see it. Fox versus Alazen, game 1. Here we go. We do
I
have
like the
go ahead.
boldness of being like, yeah, I'm bringing 5 non-water types and I'm going for that win. I do like that.
Yeah, I thought 3 was ambitious.
We do have the Cradilly on each team, but only Gudra on Fox's team.
Yeah, Alazen is going pretty safe. I'm not that surprised with that.
Alright, so this is the answer to the Suicune. Let's see. Doesn't look promising.
Does
So
not.
Yeah.
Hopefully he has something better than this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her mindset right here is.
Oh, your bouncy bubble is allowed.
Yeah.
That's also a thing.
She broke the sub, but not gonna.
Yeah.
This is the first time we saw bouncy bubble on Suicune. I had no idea what that move was.
I love that move. It's so fucked. It's broken.
Yeah, I mean, it's only base 60, but I mean, it's good. Heals 50%. It's really nice on a sub bot, so really
Yeah. No, on Suicune, it's broken.
35? Like, he took only 35 to a full special attack Suicune. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do at this point.
This game's mat over. Looks like there's just no prep for those.
Missing that dragon tail there is just... Oh.
I think it very much shows you'd rather go for only one non-water type and go like for a 6-0 strong win than try and go for too many non-water types and have no answer to the big threats of the format.
You can definitely make it work if you're a Fox, but you just need to have answers to the format. Yeah, is the big thing if you're gonna make the strat.
Oh, she can, and I am pretty sure she does in the second game. But
I think so. We'll see. I know Dragology. We'll explore this later, but I know Dragology is like a pretty good answer to Suicune. If you know how to prepare it.
I'm sure she doesn't let Suicune just straight up go 4 times in front of her face next game.
Hey, she got free rocks though.
There go, and she found her answer to Suicune a little late.
After stacking the team.
Can I ask, why didn't she do that? Like,
yeah,
25 turns
she
ago?
found her answer a little late.
We love you, Fox, but why wasn't Gyarados out earlier?
Trust me, I've done that before too, but like, she definitely picked the worst outcome to get there. But
yeah,
she figured it
Gyarados
out.
Wasn't dying and could just kill with Power Whip.
Yeah,
that the first switch, and you should have.
She didn't know. I'm assuming she didn't realize how strong it was gonna be into it from the first game, so she knows now. So let's see how game 2 shakes out. It is a longer game, so it looks like she figured out the defensive side a little better.
Oh, nice poison. I was about to say Cradilly being gone is huge, but she doesn't really have any water types that are annoyed about Cradilly. So.
Oh, that Liquid Ooze. He went Liquid Ooze on Toxapex. That's wild.
Yeah, she did not cook with the Electros that you guys were really wanting to see.
And now Gyarados on the field.
Looks strong with the Pex weekend. Wow, tanky. I guess the Pex isn't weakened. I must be tripping. But I mean, Gyarados did its damage. Fini's seated. That's the last like win con left.
She's still got her 6, kind of 5, but she still has 6.
She might be able to heal it off, but no, Gutra's too bulky. Especially.
Toxic.
That's why having a physical mon is huge. If you're not going to bring Golisopod, at least you need something strong. Maybe a Swampert. So we're seeing these teams are struggling to deal with Gutra.
Yeah, that Finny's dead.
Maybe the first Volcanion of the week, I think.
Second, first or second. It might be first, actually.
It has potential as like a Golisopod answer.
Yeah, we don't see much of it.
Oh no, he cleared the hazards, but Finny's dead there.
Yeah. I think that's
a strong,
yeah, that's a 6-0.
A strong run back from Fox.
Yeah, 6-0 with 1 Watermon.
Yeah, indeed. So we have Alazen going 7 points and Fox going 11 points at the end of this fight.
So yeah, she definitely could have played the first one better, but she figured it out in game 2 and made it work. 6-0'd.
Yeah, she could have gotten so many points if she'd won those fights, just because of the sheer having 5 non-water types and banking on the bonus stars. I was gonna say the guest stars.
Yeah. All right, so on to the elimination vote. And as Troy mentioned earlier, the one who got placed into it, I believe, if I'm reading it correctly, you to correct me if I'm wrong, was Psycho.
Did we do Blue and Libra's fight?
We did not. We missed it. That was the first one of the week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Did they put it before?
Which is funny because when we were recording last week's episode, you thought it was a last week match.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, this one happened before my game, so I had a little bit of a reference point.
Right. Yeah.
Of what to expect people wanted to bring.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Our last regular match of the week, we've got Slowlibra versus Blue.
The French showdown.
Yeah, we got the core
themes.
Yeah, finding themes. And we got the core 3. Yep, similar teams. We actually have a core 4. Gudra, Cradilly, Glycopod, and the Keldeo. So let's see.
We do.
Let's see it. That Keldeo.
Wow.
Aqua Step.
They were not aware of the Jet Punch yet. So, I mean, it looks like it can get out of hand, but it's just not fast enough.
No.
Yeah, Jet Punch.
If that was Jet Punch, Keldeo would have been dead.
That's how you know it was the first game of the week. Oh,
yes.
I swear, this season of Survivor is just cursed with like Meteor Beam not hitting the.
It really is.
It's just all stars, but no Meteor Beams.
All stars, but everyone's RNG is bottom tier.
Everyone's blind.
Starmie's looking good here. It's definitely gonna force at least 1 kill. Okay, Toxic Life Warp stall, but Slow will still be ahead. If that's a speed boost shark with like the proper coverage, that's even naturally faster. Okay, no speed on the Gren, or I guess modest Gren. Water Spout wins the speed tie, but it doesn't matter because they're both Scarf Keldeos.
Yep. And that's the game 1 GG to Slowlibra 2-0. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah. The series definitely does a good job at getting you to know what to expect this week without like spoiling what are the big powerhouses.
Let's see game 2. And you're noticing a lot of the game ones are a lot quicker than the game twos. Everybody figured their opponents out, even if they didn't win. The games got a lot longer in game two.
Yeah, you have much more information, so you can play more safely.
Flip turn on Gliscopod. That's how you know you're truly wasting its potential.
Poison infestation.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is very annoying.
Yeah, not an insane win con on slow side. Like he just has the Starmie left, and it doesn't look like it can break through all of that, especially since it's Life Orb, so it'll be doing damage to itself.
The infestation's putting in work.
Yeah, the turn one ghost there on Gudra was definitely... It really helped a lot. Having Gudra around is a big help.
Yeah, Starmie did nothing.
Wow, 5-0 on the other end from blue.
It's definitely a game of adaptation there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we end up...
Yeah.
We end up with Slowlibra with 6 points and blue is 8 points, which like... It's kind of like it's a strong match for both of them, but like since one wins each game and like they both win kind of very strongly against the other, if no one like coming on top and getting that many more points to get them to the top. So we have the stars gifting after that.
Okay, no. So Slowlibra or not Slowlibra. Wait, I'm so confused.
Because before that we have to decide on the winner.
Okay. Yep. So
yeah, we get.
Yep. Here I can pull up the one that doesn't have it. There we go.
Yeah, that's the stars before the vote, and then the vote happens. I think Troy is gonna have quite a lot to say about what happened that week.
That's an understatement.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was a hectic week. Originally, I was planning on going to my French allies for stars because, of course, I thought I'm strongly in first place. This format rewards the first place person. Naturally, they'll want to give me the stars because I'm already allied to them. But it became very clear that they valued Boniour more getting stars than I did. So I'm like, great. I'm not really a number for them. They don't value me as a number. I'm going to try to go to the season one people. They can give me their stars. I'll still be in first place. And then hopefully I can cut one of the French people, weaken their numbers so I am more closer to them. Because I want to ally myself with the French more than the season one people. I don't really feel that close with the season one people, but yeah, that's my thought process going into this week.
Okay.
That's how you decide to go and ask for stars to the season one people.
Psycho, Fox, and who's Alazen, who I am not close with Alazen like at all going into this week. In my mind, he's like an op. Like you could see in my confessional, like I wanted to target him going into this week. But after I found out like all the French people are giving Boniour stars like over me, I'm like, damn, Boniour is getting very strong. I need to weaken his numbers so I can become more close to him. So he won't target me over his French allies.
Yeah, get some of those French guys out of here. They're about to become the majority.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean?
I can't let them become the majority. I need to become a part of the majority.
They're about to be.
Yeah, I need to set one of them aside so I can take their place.
I mean, there's 4 Americans, 3 French. It started out with 7 Americans. The fact that the French are about to be the majority is crazy.
Yeah, they decided on eliminating 3 US players in the first 3 weeks.
Yuta spoiling the fact he's in on it, huh? There's some
No,
insider trading
it's
happening.
not. No. They did that all on their own. uh, you're infighting. We're not. But yeah, that's how we end up with the season 1 alliance and you.
Yeah, it's a
Like
very short term alliance for me. But they definitely rely on me as a number for their lives in the game.
Mhm.
So it's definitely, I imagine it's a strong long term alliance for them. So it puts me in a really good swing position. I'm basically in the middle. Um, as long as I don't do anything to like insanely blow up my spot this week, I'll be okay. And I won't have to blow up my spot if I'm in first place because I can just put up whoever I want and then I'll be safe the following week. So I feel good.
So what was crazy to see about you getting for first spot, and I mean I told you I kind of wanted you to get it. Not I mean Bond having it is hype as well. I think for storyline purposes, you getting it would have been quite fun. Is that we see the season 1 people, except from Redwings, we say season 1 people, but Redwings kind of like playing on his own, doing math and trying to decide how to split their stars. I think it. I can say they're being greedy because I do understand how everybody would try to be safe, but they're trying to get Fox and Alazen safe over Red Wings, which they eventually end up doing. But we see that you fall short of a single star to get the top spot, and so Boniour gets it.
Yeah, and either way, like one of them's not going to be safe. One of them's for sure going up in the elimination. Like they're not going to be able to prevent that. Psycho lost too much. Um, so it's just very greedy. I wanted to say to Alazen, because it was really Alazen who was doing all this. I wanted to say, like, stop doing the math. It's bullshit. This is so stupid. Just give me all the stars. But, you know, as someone who's relying on their stars, I don't want to piss them off and make them swing another way, even though they don't really have another option outside of myself. But so in
Yeah,
hindsight, maybe it was the better play. But I
it's
mean,
a tough spot to be in.
it's a tough spot. Yeah, I can't really like stand up for myself and tell them to give me stars, or else they might be inclined to not.
Yeah, I mean, this week was pretty obviously you guys were playing nationalism here.
Yeah, and
I mean,
I don't even want it to be. I didn't even want it to be that way. Or like I didn't even care for it to be that way. It just like the French have like such a strong alliance, such a strong bond. Like it just like automatically becomes that way.
yeah, you got the French and Americans, and then you got the two outliers.
We
This
also have
this
Psycho as the Americans just kind of lost. We don't really know what he's doing here. And speaking of, so Bond wins the week,
Mhm.
receiving just one more star than your overall score. And he ends up putting Psycho in the elimination game. Which I know, I saw the chat. It kind of got panicky. It was, I mean, it's always I'm going to say fun because I see it from an outside perspective, but when someone gets put into elimination and they're scrambling to prepare a team, and it's always kind of fun to see.
You know, in my point of view, this elimination was always going to be Psycho Blue. Um, because if I won, I was going to put up Blue, and then the votes would naturally go to Psycho, I'd imagine, without my vote to help. So I don't know how they were panicky that way, or like I don't know how they didn't expect that, but alas.
Oh, I think they were kind of seeing it coming. I think I remember them talking a bit about it. It's just trying to. I mean, you were talking about helping him prep a team and stuff. It's always a weird and fun in between when you see the players getting ready for the elimination game.
It's a high if your player wins the elimination, but it's such a low if they don't. So we'll see if I'm gonna have that high or that low.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, like you said, we got Psycho joining in the elimination by appointment of from Boniour, and joining him ended up being Blue, receiving 5 votes.
I think
Yes.
he was the only person from that alliance vulnerable besides Slow, and I wasn't turning on Slow. He's the number for me. He's my number one from my point of view. I'm probably not his number one because he's really close on here. That's another reason why I wanted to cut the French. So I'll
To
post a number.
French.
Specifically blue. I'm close with Boniour and Slowlibra.
I will say the making LPT safe was from last week, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that was a big headache that he was
Yeah.
safe too.
Yeah. So yeah, no. Thank God last week LPT Oh, it was himself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
if
sense. Makes
LPT
sense.
wasn't safe, definitely would have been him over blue because
Yeah.
he's definitely an op for me. He's Boniour's
I see
closest
that
Yeah.
ally.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Makes
He's been,
sense.
As Bond chooses to make himself safe, we see a trend for now 3 weeks when the winner makes themselves safe. I definitely thought it was going to happen this way. I was a bit surprised in week 1 when LPT didn't make himself safe, but now it's gotten pretty much established. I wonder if
yeah,
we're going
just
to
the play.
see the winner making someone else
I
safe.
I was considering it if I won because I was getting ahead of myself a little bit. I was considering making someone else safe, but it's just not smart to do. Like it's just so much easier to make yourself safe. You don't
Mhm.
really benefit that much.
I feel like if we see somebody else do that, we'll see it from Alazen.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be my
Yeah.
guess, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever do that if I win.
I mean, yeah, like it's a complete risk. There's no reason to not make yourself safe, so it's really to just it's really just a bargaining chip if you need allies, so but with that, we can move on to our elimination match of the week. Psycho versus Blue.
Hmm.
So we
Yeah,
got a Swamper on one side and Gyarados on the other.
I was very proud of this team. This team I built for Psycho was very strong. As I mentioned earlier in this video, Toxic Spikes absolutely
Mm-hmm.
smashed this team. Pert is
Yeah.
always taking chip if it wants to hit an attack. Gliscopod will be taking chip if it's not boost, which usually wants to run like a boosting item.
Mm-hmm.
Kraydilly um, isn't gonna outlast anything if it's poison. Let's be real. Um, so yeah, it's a strong matchup. We'll see what Psycho can do with it.
Yeah, I know it looks really good, especially for the poison. So let's see game one.
So it leads with it. Just pressured out by the Pert. Lantern's a really good Gliscopod counter because it's Scarf, but it doesn't do that much damage. So in hindsight, maybe it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
because it's immune to Jet Punch because we put Water Absorb on it.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Dance. I mean, I know you don't kill, but
Mm.
Delays in, you get the rocks up. Get knocked, which is horrible. I think the Suicune could have won with leftovers. Was definitely not a good idea. And now he tear up fairies, which is awful because this is a steel type. And you're doing no damage. You don't have your
No.
leftovers. So like one of
Yeah.
the worst terrors of all
Oh, a
time.
crit.
and you're also not killing. Yeah, you're not doing anything.
Does this Terra accomplish nothing? And you have a Terra Gliscopod that you could have done instead, which wouldn't have helped in this situation, but would have been nice to have Terra Gliscopod. We're gonna see the Terra Fairy Kraydilly because, as we saw in my game,
Yeah.
one of the best Gliscopod counters, but he gets a Brox instead. Doesn't even matter though. As long as you get a lead seed, I think you're good. Or actually, yeah, minus Beth, you'll be doing a lot.
Oh, a
We see the crit
crit.
though. It could have like healed up enough with leech life to the point where crit didn't matter. I'm not sure with the damage roll. But we're gonna see Gliscopod do his thing,
Yeah.
even without Terra.
At 3 times, that's all you really need with him.
Even with the horrendous Terra Suicune, Gliscopod still did his thing.
Would drizzle up. Yep. That's all she wrote for game one.
So a weirdly played game 1, but we came out of it. We just need one more.
Yeah, quite the comeback.
But we may be, who knows? Maybe playing weird will be like a theme on Psycho's end, and he loses the next 2 games.
Yeah, let's see. Game 2.
A
These with
spoiler-free
Glyphopod.
assessment.
Terra Water kills it.
There he goes.
Nice, looks strong. But now you're weak to Energy Ball, and Leech Life doesn't do enough, so it's definitely not a worthwhile trade. I see the vision. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the Suicune Terra. Like not the worst thing ever, and he still somehow got out of this 1v1 with the Cradilly and Terra intact.
Yeah, no,
so it wasn't the worst thing ever.
That was a good spot to be in for that.
There's definitely a world where Cradilly could have 1v1 though.
You might have seen how strong it was in game 1 and decided to like put pressure immediately. It might have been best, like Glyphopod might have been best kept at as a win con, but I guess it's got other win cons going on.
So it looks dominant. Gyarados clicks Crunch. Does half. Kills the Vaporeon. So it's a 5-3 position. Looks pretty good for Psycho.
Of course,
Swampert kills, but that's fine. Weakens his attack stat just to kill. Tries to force pressure with Cradilly out of all mons for some reason. Okay, Dragology. Is a nice Thunderbolt. Fortunately, doesn't kill, but I mean, Grant's not going to be doing a lot back. Nope. Okay. Switches out for some reason. But still not the worst thing in the world. Kills the Gren. But then the Glyphopod comes in, gets free setup because your Suicune's in, non-boosted. We have Haze, somehow we're faster. Click Sludge Bomb.
I can't see how Blue brings this one back. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. If that's possible. I mean, Suicune's useless, that's alright. Oh, Cradilly's gone. Okay, I mean, you could have just went Lantern to force pressure. You could have... I don't know. Okay. And now since your choice locked, you can't beat both of them, but somehow he choked and clicked Jet Punch for some reason. So this Water Spout was a roll. We didn't get it.
Oh my god.
But hey, I mean, if T-Spikes were up, that Swampert would have been dead. Because it was on the field for a lot of turns.
That's a game.
Yeah, Blue's whole run in the league could have been ended on 2%.
At any point, you could have clicked Toxic Spikes with Dragology, and that game wouldn't have been brought into a roll. And I think there's a lot of turns where you could have brought in Lantern to force pressure, and he simply just went like Cradilly or Suicune, and they were just too passive. So
yeah, it was crazy.
Not great. Wasn't the worst played game. Like, very easy mistakes to make, but I mean, very, very thrown game for sure.
But like you said, though, there really is not a reason to not be getting these Toxic Spikes up, but...
No.
Let's see, game 3. Let's see who's gonna survive, Blue or Psycho.
Leads Cradilly. Gets the rocks up. Not horrible. He switches in his Toxic Spiker, not a Draco. And I'm like, okay, this guy just doesn't want Toxic Spikes, like, at all. And then... the most questionable interaction of this whole series happens.
What's up? Don't...
No! Trying to 1v1 Glyphopod with the Mega Gyarados doesn't work, and it's basically over from here.
And that's the second time he's tried it.
Way too greedy on it.
I'm pretty sure he did that in one of the first 2 games.
Yeah, it definitely did. I think on game 1 or... yeah, probably game 2, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was just a horrible game 3. Like, no respect for the Glyphopod at all.
He was trying to get built up too late, and Blue made him pay every second he did.
So yeah, that's Psycho gone, and that sucks because he was definitely the season 1 person I felt the closest with. So with Psycho gone, that season 1 alliance isn't happening. They're probably going to get picked off, and I'm probably going to have to be in a position where I'm just going to have to win my way out this season. The social game isn't going to matter as much.
Yeah, we're gonna get to see that. Especially with how next week's turning out to be.
I mean, with next week, if our team somehow wins, we're looking in a good position. We'll get rid of one of that side because Boniour put us all on one team. Um, ideally for him to try to get us out, but I just don't have that much faith in my team's playing ability. We'll see.
Yeah, so crazy week.
Mm-hmm.
We
Definitely the
got
most hectic one from my side.
Yeah, we got Psycho being eliminated at week 4. I don't know the numbers right now, and
I think that's ninth place.
ninth,
Yeah, nice
ninth.
place.
Okay, ninth place. Hey, that's really good. He made it to the single digits.
Nice.
This
Indeed.
season, no matter where you're out, you fought to be here.
And I'd say that's a big change in trends because that's the first player to be. He's the first player to be nominated to be eliminated, and the first player to not be from the US to be eliminated.
True.
Oh yeah, interesting trend. First player to be nominated that's eliminated.
Yeah, that's
Indeed.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, first player not nominated, first player not American. Oh, at least one. We knew no matter what, it was at least not going to be an American this week. After the
Yeah, for the
first
first time this season.
for the first time this damn season.
Nice.
And I mean, we're going to talk about next week's format. It's kind of fun that things happened the way they did because at the beginning, like at the beginning of week 4, this week 5 format wasn't a teams one. It was supposed to be a singles one. We had just really liked how the teams format went the week prior. So we're like, there's just enough weather and enough terrain in each like if we split them in two, there's enough weather and terrains to make it work. So why not do that? Because then you also get the mind games of who's gonna end up with snow and misty terrain. Like nobody wants that. If you want to have a good score, they're perhaps not the best on paper. And so we went for it. And that's going to be really interesting to see.
Hey, snow OP if you do it right.
I guess on paper it just doesn't look like the strongest. Which I mean,
No,
me and
yeah.
Mason did our best to try and balance out, but it's hard to make a snow themed thingy and not have it be a bit less strong than some other combinations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ninetales Bax is good. Like Bax was good enough from OU to get banned under snow.
Yeah.
So it's not
Iron
the worst thing ever.
Iron Bundle can be a problem if you don't have an answer
Yeah,
for them.
yeah. I'll be interested. I'll be looking out to see if it can be made to work.
Yeah, that'll be the ones I'm rooting for, at least.
So yeah, this format was originally Mason's idea to do a format themed around weathers, I think, and we did it together. It was really fun to create Zeus under the weather. Here you get, I mean, it's still bonus stars according to kills, but this time it's a bit different because you do have to have a specific condition be met in order to get those stars. It's not only a single Pokemon that you have that can be you can have stars with pretty much anything.
Yeah, yeah. It's more easier to achieve, I think. You
So
just really have to be like active about your weather slash terrains.
Mm-hmm.
so that'll be interesting to see.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if we see like some sun teams having like sunny day or like
Yeah, to
you
bring
know
it back. Yeah.
or like terrain teams having a specific terrain move.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. How do you feel about the format when it was revealed and now how you're approaching the week?
Still haven't gotten a chance to build. I mean, how I work in these team formats is I always let my teams choose what they want because I feel like I'm easier to work with like anything. So I want my team to have like a good time and be able to use what they want. So I let that
Mhm.
happen. I think I'm stuck with like sand psychic terrain, which doesn't look horrible. Because you know, drill is always good. And it's very easy to choose with like psychic terrain teams. I feel like. How do I feel? Not a particular way. I usually don't end up liking these team formats that much. So because I feel like there's just not like a lot of depth here. I feel like it's usually just like a form of like rock paper scissors. At least this feels more like that than the Reggie's one. I kind of like the Reggie's one a little bit because it has like some creativity involved. But this definitely feels like a more short form like rock paper scissors where it's like choose your terrain. All right, we matched up against this one. You know.
I will say
Yeah, the
though,
matchups are going to be a big part of
uh,
it. Hmm.
yeah, no, it absolutely will. You're completely right about that. But what I will say is, I as a spectator, I love watching the ones that do come down to things like this because you will see every now and again you'll find the people who end up outplaying their loss in the rock paper scissors, and those
Mm-hmm.
are the matches that are so fun to watch.
That's true. That happened to me last season where I think I brought like a disadvantage type, but
Hmm.
it was just a better build.
Yeah, out of the first 3 seasons, we've seen it quite a few times. Like especially whenever we do the outright like grass, fire, water, and pick at one of the trio, we've seen people completely sweep teams when they had the disadvantage. So it's fun for that reason. Even though it might seem like it's unfair, you'd be shocked how often that the disadvantaged player wins.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. Gonna be really interesting to see.
It's fun. I definitely think if I had to guess, I think the one that's gonna matter most is gonna be which terrain. Having those
Mm-hmm.
tapus available, I think the terrain's gonna be the most important. But let's see because rain can definitely get out of hand.
It definitely, yeah, it's very easy for like weather to snowball.
So
It's
it'll be
interesting. You
cool.
kind of gotta keep track of like both weather and terrain.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting how they play that part of it.
Mhm.
All
For
right.
sure.
Anything else?
I
I
think
do. I
that's it for me.
do. I was wondering about one thing about this format is that we're on Friday. We haven't had any matches yet.
We haven't. I was looking at that.
Which now that now that I just read something, and I'm wondering if people have been doing that kind of on purpose. Like, of course, people get busy and stuff, but like to maybe know which terrain and weathers they're not facing. Because going up first, when you think about it, going up first is just very, very hard.
Yeah.
You have no clue what you're going to be matching up into.
I think we as people just like to wait last minute. Like that's just a common trend in like civilization. Just
I mean,
procrastination. I don't
last
think it
week
has
all
anything to do
were
with like
done
counter.
by Saturday,
Yeah,
so I'm seeing kind of a shift.
yeah, sometimes it can get done pretty quick, but this week is the fact you guys haven't even had a match by now is crazy.
At least
Mm.
from my end, I just waited longer to schedule because my motivation has been low. Um, and I don't think, at least for me, it has anything to do with like counter teaming.
Like
Okay.
the one time I put up the week 5 barrier and like we're recording and there hasn't even been a match after.
Yeah, no, that is pretty crazy.
But yeah, I'm
But I
interested
noticed a
to
lot of these
see
people
who's
do
the
like Sunday
first.
gaming.
Yeah, no, they do
Yeah.
though.
I like me personally. Usually, if I'm like super motivated, like last week, I was pretty motivated. I like doing games early. Um, because one, I kind of like being the first one playing in the format because I get to, there people don't really get to get a reference point, and I'm
Mhm.
stronger without a reference point than most people are without a reference point. But even then, I just like playing early.
Fair
I
enough.
guess nothing to do with a reference point or not.
Yeah, very interested to see how this week shakes out.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
with
yeah, it'll be interesting.
yeah, no, it's this one looks very exciting. So with
Yeah.
that, Yuta, any final words from you?
Absolutely, yeah. Just good luck. I mean, I'm saying good luck. They're gonna see this video after the season, but good luck to the players. We're approaching the midway point. It seems the formats have been going well and people have been having fun. So, I'm really happy about that and looking forward to see the rest of it.
Absolutely. Troy, anything from you?
Yeah, no, this week was really fun. Best format, I feel like the rain one. My favorite one this season. Um, pray for me, guys. Wish me luck. And thanks for having me. Really fun. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. We love
And
having all
also,
of
thanks
you
for
on.
being such great hosts too. Sorry, I forgot to say that. You guys are great. Really love the game
Thank
you
you.
guys set up, and yeah, I always want
Oh,
to be
it's
a
nice
part of it.
having
Yeah.
it's nice having you all be back in on videos and stuff. It's really cool.
Thanks.
It's always nice having you guys on. It's great getting the different perspectives. And we love putting this on
Sure.
for all of you. We're glad you guys enjoy it. That's really the most important thing. So as long as that's still happening, it's gonna probably still be around.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
And with that, thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next week.